Hey guys, we're working on the 1969 Opel GT again. In this video, we're going to try to get it running better and maybe put an exhaust on it and do some other stuff. This will be the video of getting it ready for Springfield, I guess. So, because Springfield is exactly a month away. So you guys know Springfield. If you guys new to the channel, check out that video from last year. It's basically the huge 1,000 car show, and we have a couple Opels show up for like a mini meet. So it's about a 5-hour drive for us. Well, probably 6 hours without daylight savings, but so that'll be fun. So yeah, it's in Springfield, Illinois, obviously. So anyways, we got some stuff done the other day I didn't show you guys. I got the gas tank gauge working. I don't think I showed you guys that. So now the gas tank gauge works. Tore apart the back end for all that too. Trying to get all the... I switched the taillights and brake lights because they were in the wrong spot. So that'll be better. I figured out bulbs on those side markers. I'll fix those. So just a little bit of stuff here and there. Not much other than that. I did that for that. And it's a pile of stuff we're using for this thing. Trying to figure out which one's best. Anyways, we put a pretty big order in for Opel GT Source, and I put a big order in on Amazon and eBay for parts. So what I bought first thing, I bought a Jones muffler. This is, I don't know what, it's a Max Flow or something like that. I don't know. The part number is, it's an MF1224. So right there, 2-inch and 2-inch out OD or whatever. I think it's, yeah, it's OD. So I think it's OD. Thing. Let me make sure. Or it's ID. I don't know. Anyways, it's 2-inch. That's all I know. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. You guys can see through it down there. It has the packing, so it curves along down there. Pretty sweet muffler. It's only like 46 bucks on eBay. I think you can get them cheaper on Amazon actually. But I didn't realize that when I bought it. So it's the smaller one. It's like the 9-inch one, I think. So yes, that one worked pretty good for us, I think. Going off reviews and other Opel guys putting Magnaflow mufflers, which are exact same thing as this, but this is just cheaper. So we're gonna be running that. And then got some reducers because the pipe on the car is 2 1/4. So I have to reduce it to 2-inch. So I had to buy 2. We'll see what happens when we get there. I bought a flex pipe, 2-inch flex pipe, because we do not have a flex pipe on the car right now, and that would help a ton. And then I bought a full kit off Amazon, a 2-inch mild steel exhaust kit. I think it's stainless steel, but it's mild steel. It's like a 16-piece set, I think. It's both these boxes actually. It's 145 bucks on Amazon. It's all pre-bent, mandral bent, all that good stuff. So it's gonna be super exciting to put on. And it should be enough for around 3 cars, I think, 3 Opels, which we're at least going to do 2 with this pipe. I don't know about the yellow car yet, but so yeah, so for sure at least 2 Opels. Maybe I might be able to get, I might have enough scraps to get another exhaust done. We'll see. But because the stock on the car is like 1 5/8 or something ridiculous, something super small, and you want to put the 2-inch on it, that'll help it a lot. So I'm going to put a 2-inch on this one, 2-inch on the red car in that barn, and maybe a 2-inch on the yellow car as well. But right now we're working on this car. So I got all that, and then I my grandpa placed an order in for Opel GT Source. Ordered some stuff there. This is I think it's called the rear package tray. I don't know if it's exactly called that, or the rear parcel tray or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's this part right here on the rear window. So the old one, I don't even know where it is anymore. It's falling apart, looks like crap. So we tore it out. This is $50 on OpelGTSource.com. Looks absolutely amazing. It's vinyl. They glued it right over the cardboard, so that'll be sweet. And accepting rattles the heck out of it right now, so that'll be nice not having it rattle. Might put some foam or sound deadening down there too first. Then I ordered a full gasket set for all the lenses. That was $35 for all the lenses that we have, except for the headlights, side marker lights, tail lights, all that good stuff. And the last part that I ordered was this I ordered a cap and rotor, the correct one. We ordered one from Rock Auto before, which is actually on the car right now. I forget what the price was on that. That was a couple years ago, and it just doesn't fit right. It like moves around, and it's just doesn't fit quite right. This one, because Okay, so what we figured out is this is a 1973 engine, and that's a 1969 distributor. So you have to put the 69 distributor cap in it, which is different than 73. So, yeah, so this will work a lot better. And you got a matching rotor with it that came in the deal. I think it was like $19, something like that for all that. And then we also bought some spark plug wires for it too. These are only 21 bucks on Opel GT Source. They're made in the USA. And they're also 8mm, so they feel amazing. Rock Auto, they're the exact same price. They're $21, but they're crappy 7mm ones. And the brand is Packard, which is actually what we have on the car right now. And they're obviously not made in the USA. So yeah, so I don't know if you guys have known, but I don't think I told you guys this yet, but anyways, we've been having a problem with this thing. It misses, it just runs like crap. It runs, but it just doesn't like high RPMs. It's missing every now and then. It just has problems. It's not right. So we're hoping these plug wires and the cap and rotor will fix that. So we have a little bit of everything here. I guess we'll get to it. Guys already saw the headlights being done. So I guess we're gonna get to this thing, start working on it, get the cap and rotor on there, and it shouldn't take me long, and hopefully we'll start it up and hopefully it runs good. Okay guys, everything is off of there. Got the glass pack and the muffler and all that. So that's all off of there. Let us look underneath here. That's what we're looking at right there. Pretty sweet. Transmission is leaking a little bit. Oh well. Yeah, so what I'm gonna go do is figure out some adapters. Which adapter we're gonna end up needing because this is 2 1/4. So I need to make it to 2-inch. So I'm gonna figure that out and then show you guys what the plan is here. Maybe start getting some pipe out. I don't know how we're gonna do the muffler yet though, because it's a really weird emergency cable. Maybe we'll put it up here. We're back there and be more. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out yet where we're gonna put the muffler at. Or take some measurements, see where the stock muffler is usually at. Because the stock muffler is about the same size as the one I have. I don't have any stock mufflers, even though I have 4 Opel GTs, and none of them have the stock muffler on them. They're all aftermarket. But I'd say, I mean, it's a little, cause the stock muffler went center in, center out. So, we'll see. I guess I'll start doing some measuring, maybe open the back barn doors, get some airflow coming in and out. And here, I'll show you guys what Grandpa's working on. We do have the Opel engine still in here yet. And Grandpa's trying to put the V8, I don't know if I showed you guys this or not yet, but this is the kit car. It's a American Austin chassis with some kind of dune buggy Model T style fiberglass body. And then Grandpa cut it down to make it fit on the chassis. And then you got this windshield. We got the V8 60 flathead. And then what Grandpa's idea is to bolt up this. It's what, a Jeep transmission, Grandpa, right?
A what?
A Jeep transmission?
Well, yeah, a Jeep or a 38 Bantam.
Bantam transmission. So yeah, this guy right here. And then, so Grandpa made an adapter plate. Is it in here, the adapter plate? Yeah, there's the adapter plate. Grandpa made an adapter plate to adapt the V8 engine to the transmission. And he's trying to get the starter in. So that'll be good because he needs one more mount to be able to start this thing. Because he hasn't started it yet since it's in this body. So we ran it just on the frame, but we haven't ran it yet on the with the body installed. So and then he got some temporary radiator setups, and then you guys can see the floor pan, the gauge that he made. Some pedals. So we're still trying to figure out the seating arrangement. And then we got the Triumph TR10 gas tank. made, and Grandpa made a little fill for it. He made all that, cleaned out the tank and all that, so that's pretty sweet. So just a little update on this thing. Hopefully it'll be running here eventually. And this engine's still here waiting to be put in the red GT once we get done with the 69. So that'll be ready to be installed. But so anyways, I'm gonna get to work, and we'll show you guys what adapter I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna open up the barn doors and we'll get right back to it. Alright guys, update time. It's a couple more hours later. Probably, I think it's 1 hour later. Got some stuff figured out, finally cutting stuff up after a while just thinking about what we're gonna do. So what we did, oh sorry about that, Grandpa's cutting some metal. So what we did is, that's kind of loud, oh well. This is 2 1/4 pipe off of the original exhaust. And we cut it, we made it fit with adapter, so we don't need no more adapters. This fits just like that, so no more adapters. So this guy fits in this snug. We're gonna put a weld there. I think we're just gonna put a clamp here, because I can't remember how I put the header bolts on, so I don't want to. I think that's hard taking off the top one. So doing this here, we got the 2-inch pipe. I cut that. So that's going from the flex pipe to the muffler, so this is 2 1/4. This is 2-inch, 2-inch, 2-inch. The rest will be 2-inch. And then, let me get back here. We're going to angle the muffler a little bit. Grandpa moved the e-brake cable, because this is an automatic transmission, so we don't really need it. But we're having more troubles with it, so I might have to bend this bracket or something. We're going to see. And then we're going to cut a 90 as soon as we can, get it straight up there, and then put another 90, I think, because a 90 is going to be the only way we're going to be able to do it. Maybe a U. We might need a U shape, so we'll see. But yeah, so that's the plan here so far right now. Just thought I'd update you guys with that. We have the fans going, because there's like no wind outside, so it's crazy hot. Well, it's not that hot. It's like 80s, but it feels really hot. So we're getting stuff done here. I'm gonna see what Grandpa's doing. Oh. I think he's just cutting it up. Oh, Grandpa's just grinding the crap off of there, off the inside of the pipe. So that's good. So I guess we're gonna get to it, and hopefully get that muffler hung, so then we can figure out what we're gonna do with the back end. But it's only 4 o'clock, so we should definitely get this done tonight. We have 2 hours till dinner, so Grandma makes us dinner, so we should be getting it. And then after dinner, have probably another hour till I need to go home. So I could probably get home later, but do I want to get home later? No. So guess we'll get to it here. And maybe we'll even be able to drive it, hopefully. That'll be amazing, drive it at night. So we'll get to it, and we'll show you guys what happens next. Okay guys, we're going to tack some stuff up so I can take it off and weld it. So we're going to tack the flex pipe to that pipe, flex pipe to the straight pipe, and muffler to the straight pipe. We're going to tack those. We're going to leave that one alone so I can take it out and then weld it all up. So we've got a hanger situation figured out. We drilled a hole. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But we're going to tack this together, and then we'll be able to finish up the rearward part, and hopefully it all goes planned. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, got all the welding done as you guys saw there. It's decent. I mean, it's not the greatest stuff in the world, obviously, but no holes I can tell. So, yep, so that's all done, and they'll be going on the car here shortly, and then probably eat dinner here pretty soon. And we need the rear section fabbed up yet, which we're pretty close to doing. We figured out some stuff about it, so getting close to that. And I guess we're gonna put it on the car and see what happens after that. Alright guys, we got the exhaust temp early on. We got it all bolted up. We made a tailpipe. You can hear what it sounds like. You should be good now. Alright guys, we're back. It's a couple days later. It's Tuesday. Back working on the Opel, obviously. You guys saw what we got done. We got the muffler on. And the tailpipe is not on yet. We're just temporarily hanging up some stuff. We got two little 90s and a 45, a big 45 we haven't cut down yet, but two little 90s that we cut down. We got a band clamp holding it up just for temporarily. We haven't welded it together yet because we still don't know what's happening for sure. So this is the old resonator that was on it. We're kind of using that to figure out what we're doing. Here's an original style one with different tips they welded on, it looks like. So we're kind of going off that to what the length should be. So what our idea was at first to cut a Y pipe and make it fit, but it doesn't have enough length. Put the tips on, so we're going to go with the 90 because there's a lot more length. So we're going to do that. So I just cut this guy off right there. And what the idea is, I want to slip it inside of here and weld it. But obviously I don't have enough, so I'm going to cut this guy next so we can put a weld. And then we're going to make that work. And then I think the next step is making this somehow run into that 45 so we can mount it up, and then we'll weld everything. I think the plan is to weld that little 90 at the bottom muffler together and use that band clamp right there. Use that to do it because it's going to be impossible to take this over the axle part to weld it all off, right? So I think that's the plan. I think it should work pretty good. So pretty awesome. So that is the idea. I don't think anything. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys this. Totally forgot to show you guys this. Sorry about that. I did this the other week. Look at that. Look how nice that is. It's a brand new. In my car 30. From Opel GT source, it's $50. I don't know what they call it, like a parcel tray or package tray. And anyways, it's brand new, as you guys can see. And that's not a bump, that's just a shadow, but it says brand new. Oh, sorry for the background noise, the radio. It's just talk radio or whatever. Anyways, yeah, so we got that going. So that's gonna be absolutely awesome. Looks way better than it was. So that's great. And I think that's about the only main thing that we really have. So I want to show you guys, I guess, once we get this done, and then we'll get to it, working on it, weld it together, and hopefully it'll be done today. Okay guys, so we got it welded up. I just did it, I cut it a little bit, so now it looks perfect, and I used this guy's template while I was welding, while I was tacking it in place, and then I fully welded it. So yeah, so it looks pretty good. I'll go back here, see some more light. but looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with those welds. That one's kind of crappy because I was welding with one hand, so couldn't really keep it good. But you can see where I tacked it, and then I kept on going. I don't think there'll be any leaks, but so far pretty good. It's a little uneven, but that's because it's just kind of how it's going to be. Oops. The table may not be perfectly, but it's just like the tiniest bit, so it's basically perfect. So what the plan is now is I think we're going to get a hole saw that Grandpa might be working on because it might be broken, drill a little hole right here. We have to grind it out or something. We'll see. And that should work for us then, I guess. And I'll show you guys when that happens, when we get to it. And yeah. Okay guys, we're one step closer. Grandpa's grinding in the background. So just gonna take a real quick video so we can get right to business here. Got this guy all welded up. You guys saw that. I welded the bolts to it. You guys saw that. So I have little hangers so I can put nuts on there. We drilled the holes earlier, so I have a little weld. That's great. And then Grandpa's grinding away the 45 so it'll slip over it. It's like a U kind of thing, so it clamps on it like that. Got it pretty good. And then we're gonna have a little hole saw here. We're gonna drill a hole in it. And we're gonna make the hole a little bit bigger. We're gonna grind the hole out to make it a little bigger. So it's gonna be perfect. We're gonna finish welding that thing up, once welding the axle part up once we get done, and hopefully it'll be done here. It's 5:40, so about probably an hour till dinner. So we're gonna be pushing hard to get to it. So let's go to it, and we'll show you guys what happens next, and that might be the final result. We'll see. That's because we never cleaned off the oil. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's like the oil fine. Yeah. Sounds good. I don't hear of it, eh? Oh, I want to hear it. See what you think of it. old exhaust. Does the choke have to warm back up then?
Yeah. You don't have to wait on it.
Huh?
I don't think you have to wait on it, do you? It goes up fast until you get it warmed up.
Yeah. Tachometer's working just fine.
That's working.
All ready?
Yeah.
I think going good on your side.
Everything you hear, I think. We're good.
Same thing I did yesterday. I know the tachometer stopped open. It was the same way we did yesterday. Oh, now it's working. I was the same way. Yeah, we got the right of it. So that sounds pretty good. Pretty good. It's also a lot better with that fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference.
I think it's quieter than the
Triumph?
Prelude, isn't it?
Oh, it's way quieter than Prelude. Yeah, Prelude's loud.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh, there it goes.
Did it break?
I heard a pop. It's not loud though. Oh, maybe it's that little nut thing.
What kind of thing?
Little wooden thing I'm showing you. Now something made a noise.
Try 50, see how it is.
On the road. But, oh, you're gonna do the same thing we did yesterday. That's funny. Yeah, it's still nice. Counter stop. Doesn't stumble. Steering wheel's not shaking. Steering wheel's perfect. Now starts up. Must be the road. Why is it perfect? Frequency. You think so? I like the exhaust a lot better. It's pretty good. It's got a nice tone. That should be good. guys, another day working on the 1969 Opel GT. So we got a lot done. I kind of behind the scenes, I didn't really show you guys a whole lot. So you guys know we did the exhaust. And I don't know how much I showed you guys on this, but it's all done. I don't know if I showed you guys the finished product or not. It is angled upward a little bit, which I absolutely love. It looks sick. And so it is all together now finally. We were having troubles with it not working right because of the dang bang clamp right there. It didn't want to work right. So what we all have there, you guys know the front part, welded this 90 to there. We have a bang clamp going to another 90 up there, welded the 90 to the 45. Got the 45, welded it to this two 90s that we cut up, and then welded the 90s together, and then we got the tips on there. So, but anyways, what the problem that we were having, and we had a clamp holding the hanger. But the problem we were having though is this 90 would not stay right. Now it's nice and solid. You guys can see the whole thing move. But before it kept on slipping out because this 290s, it just wasn't right. So what Grandpa did, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Grandpa cut a little piece of metal, a little sleeve, I guess you'd call it, or a little shim, shoved it in there, and now it's nice and tight, so it holds it good. So that's amazing. So now it works, but you guys can hear that right there. That's the only problem we have. And that is, it's this side right here. It's that bolt. It's that bolt hitting the car. So we're gonna have to fix that somehow. It's kind of annoying when it idles. You can really only hear it idle, but so yeah, so there's that. I think everything else in the exhaust you guys saw, it's all good. Just kind of put the tips on there temporary. Put the tips on there. I can adjust them better maybe. So yeah, so it looks awesome. It's pretty sweet. Got the front bang clamp way up there. I think you guys already saw that. So yeah, so that's all done. And then tail lights. I don't know if I showed you guys this whole lot. I put LED tail lights and brake lights, the same thing. They're 1157s. They work great. They're way brighter. They won't use as much power. They won't get as hot. I kept the original turn signal bulbs because I didn't want to add resistors yet. But I did add new gaskets in here. So there's all new gaskets we got from Opel GT Source. Put new gaskets in the license plate lights. You guys can see this one sticking out. So those are all new. And those do work as well. And got these guys working, these side markers here. We had to mess with those a whole bunch. They're all rusty and really bad. The bulb's literally rusted in there. I think this one is actually from some parts we got from a deal. So this is not actually original to this car. That's why it's such nice shape. I did get a bulb from work for that one. And this one over here is the one that's original on the car. That's why it looks like crap. You guys can see the gasket right there. And it's cracked all over. This piece is just floating around. But it does work as well. We got it working. So yeah, so the back end's pretty much finished up. And then the front, what I need to do yet, well, I have this side marker on. And then actually that one's on too. I guess Grandpa must have done that. So that one's on too. Or it's not bolted in yet, but it's in there. I'll put some screws in there. So we got gaskets, but I cannot seem to get them to work. I'm just going to give up because who cares if water gets in there. So we got the headlights all finished up. Those look good, but I think we might have to re-angle them. We're going to have to see about that yet. We did order new lug nuts for this thing. I found some on Holly, on the clearance in Holly. So we're going to see about that because they're kind of iffy. The lug nuts aren't that great on this thing. So hopefully those should be coming maybe today. We'll see. Those should be coming. We could install new lug nuts, which will make this thing a lot better. So basically everything is pretty much buttoned up. It just is really dirty, which you guys can tell from the window. This car is just filthy. Actually, I'll show you guys. The bumpers are nasty from having rust on them and stuff. I mean, it's just really bad. It needs cleaned out. I mean, it's just really dirty. Everything needs a good cleaning on this thing. Good interior clean as well. I haven't done that in a year or so, probably. But one thing I do want to do for sure is get the dash lights working, because I can't really show you guys now because it's not dark out, but the only dash lights that work in this thing are this section, and then I think the temperature gauge and the amp gauge are the only two that actually work. And then the selector gears work, but nothing else works. None of the speedometer, nothing. So that's kind of annoying. I think I'll be able to shove my hand up in there and get them out. We'll see. I'll show you guys when we get to that. But I don't know what else we want to do. Everything else is pretty much good. But we did get a new part. Let me see where I put it at. Oh, it's over here. We actually got 2 new parts because we didn't know what we were going to do about the exhaust. So I'll show you guys what we bought. I think it was like 26 bucks somewhere on there on eBay. 2-inch flange. And the cool thing is, it's not supposed to be that bendy, but it needs to tighten up, but it is like the bendy one has the springs. So we did buy that just in case. But it turns out it's working now, so we're going to keep this for another project, maybe for the red car. But that's pretty sweet. Definitely keep that around as a spare. Probably for the red car's exhaust. And then I bought this. So, I don't really think I really showed you guys this. We've been having lots of problems with this thing not running right. And it basically just started pretty much. It wasn't running right. It was running right before, but then everything just went downhill for the past few months, it seemed like. Not running happy. And we replaced, like 2 years ago, we replaced everything ignition-wise except the condenser. And, there we go. But we replaced everything, replaced cap rotor, all that stuff, and actually anyways, as I was saying, for some reason the GoPro just quit. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on recording. But anyways, as I was saying, we replaced everything over here. So what we thought the problem was why it wasn't running right was that maybe the cap and rotor, because it's rock auto part, and had rock auto spark plug wires. So we bought plug wires from Opel GT source in California. These are 8mm, so these are gonna be the best plug wires you can buy basically. The rock auto ones are 7. These are only like 21 bucks, so the exact same price the ones on the good ones on rock auto. Bought a cap and rotor from them too. But yeah, it still ran like crap. We're like, okay, this is weird. Because about 1500 RPM, the whole car would shake and it'd stumble, and it was just not running right. It was not happy. So then I'm like, So we're like, well, maybe it could be the points. We're like, I don't know what it could be. So anyways, got to think about, like, man, that condenser looks really rusty. Well, sure enough, I stole one from the engine in the workshop, the 73 engine, wired it up. It's not the exact thing, but it'll work. And sure enough, it was a condenser. Now it runs perfect. Still is an issue when it's offline. When you floor it from a stop, it still stumbles there. But other than that, though, no more stumbling when you're just driving it, when you accelerate, when you shift. So that is amazing. So I got a new one. I don't know where I put it at. I put it back over here. But got one from O'Reilly's. I'll show you guys it here. I could not get the import direct one, which made me kind of sad because that's what I usually get. I got a standard ignition one, even though this is an inter motor. It was a special order, so I had to pay shipping on it. But at least they had, and I got it pretty quick. So as you guys see, it's a plain old condenser. But the thing about these though, the 69 styles are different. They have that, it's a circle. So 1969 condensers are different than the later cars. So this should work perfect. We're gonna install that real quick here and make sure it runs good still. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna show you guys what we did to wire this thing up a little better. Put this right. Let me put you guys right there. Show you guys what we did. So this is what we did here. So this is the condenser wire. The green wire is the tachometer wire. And this, if you think this is a different coil, that's why. And then this is the wire going there. So the tachometer wire has to combine to the minus side on the coil. So we just splice them together and then ran this guy, so the other stock style will go on there. So that'd be perfect. If your tachometer isn't working, that's why you have to do that. So the green wire does not go over here. So that's cool. So I guess we're gonna get to working on it. Oh, and also we got something special made for the Triumph. I might show you guys. Oh, you put it away? Oh, okay. I'll go grab it. Is it in the box?
No, I just laying it.
Just laying up here. Okay. Yeah, here it is. So, anyways, Grandpa got a whole bunch of Harley motorcycle mufflers, the stock ones, and so it's this guy right here. It's a smaller pipe. It's a stock Harley muffler, and Grandpa has this exact one on the MG, which you guys have heard it before. So it's right there, and right there. So it's a straight pipe going back to the muffler. It sounds absolutely amazing. One, the Triumph, he has a, we think it's a Honda like Shadow muffler maybe. I don't know what it is, but it's way more baffled, way more restricted. It's not that loud, but So we might replace it with that today too while we're at it, maybe. But so yeah, so now we have those, because there's two different Harley mufflers. There's one that's narrow, or like a smaller inlet, like this one here. And then there's one that's a big inlet. I don't know if you guys can see that one. One sec. Yeah, one is like a big inlet, like it's like 2.5 inch. So, but we like the little one on the MGs. They sound a lot better. So that's awesome. We also got this pipe too. It's off a Harley. We might cut it here because this goes like H-pipe. We might put it on the hot rod. So we're gonna see what we do about that. That's still ideas yet. But and then the Opel sign. I don't think I ever showed you guys this. Got this for 25 bucks. Not too long ago. Picked it up on Facebook Marketplace. So we have plans for this maybe. I don't know what we're gonna do about it yet because it's broken. But if you guys have ideas for this, please let us know. But I was hanging up in a Buick dealership back in the day. So pretty awesome. Okay, I guess we're gonna get on the Opel. I'm gonna install a condenser and get some other stuff done. Maybe do a wash, and then that'll probably be the end of this video. And the GoPro cutout again for some reason for some time. I don't know why. But anyways, I don't know if it's overheating or what. But anyways, what we're gonna do is that'll probably be the end of this video series. The exhaust, all that. I do want to get some driving clips of it on the back. Put the GoPro on the back so you guys can hear it. Maybe set it on the tripod and go by with it. We'll see, but that'll probably be almost one of the endings. So I guess we're gonna get to it. Condenser, do some small stuff, go to the bath, maybe do some drive-alongs, and then show maybe the Triumph, what we do to that. But I think we'll be working on the red car pretty soon here, so you guys stay updated for those videos because we have a lot planned for that. We want to get the engine in ASAP so we can be able to drive it. So we're gonna do some really quick body work, welding work, and paint work. So anyways, let's get back to this car, and we'll catch you guys when we get done with it, I guess. Okay guys, we're back. It's been a few hours. Haven't really been updating you guys too well. Got a lot done. It's well now after lunch. Geez, there we go. I'm gonna show you guys what we all did. The car is basically almost ready to go. It's ready to get cleaned up now. Okay, so we got the condenser installed. So pain in the butt, but we got it to work. I don't think I ever showed you guys what we actually did. So we got it hooked up. Don't buy one from O'Reilly's. That's basically what I can say. Buy one from Opel GT Source. We should have done that, but we didn't. Anyways, we had to end up cutting it up and getting it to fit right. Had to cut it. Long story short, I finally got it to work. So just buy the correct one from Opel GT Source. Or else it's not going to fit right. So we end up having to use the old part of the old condenser to make this plastic dude fit in there right. We cut up part of the old condenser, so we have two washers. It's just a long story. So, yeah. So don't use that. Basically, took our entire morning. That took like 2 hours. So do not use an old condenser. Don't use the O'Reilly's condenser. Use the correct one from Opel GT Source, which we should have done. But I didn't because I was wanting to save money. So I aired up the tires. They were all pretty low. The front passenger right was at like 12 to 10 psi. That one was at 28. This one was at 17, and that one was at 17. So I aired them all up, which is bad because I don't think we ever checked the tire pressure when we got these tires. So, oh well. So then we got the dash lights working too. I got the speedometer and the tachometer ones working. Turns out I have a whole bunch of bulbs. A bulb is bad. I had to take another dash apart that we had laying around, and all of these bulbs right here are all bad. So between the two dashes, we finally got a few. I probably don't even still have enough, but so that's great. At least those are working now, sort of, so we can see in the dark. So it'll be a little better, hopefully. And then what else did we do? Let's see here. So air up tires. Oh, then I was looking through parts, found this super cool key set. Got really excited thinking it was the original Opel key for the antenna. And then we realized it isn't, but it's still cool. It has instructions in it. Still pretty neat. Oh, I got the rubber hood. I got these installed. I found in my box of stuff, or my boxes of stuff. So I got these two guys installed, the hood bumpers. Makes it look a little better, the hood. Got both the front marker lights installed. I also installed bigger bulbs. I think they're called 11. Oh, what are they? 1156, I think. These are what the original style ones are. But I got bigger ones that are a big version of this. Here, let me turn them on for you guys. But they're a lot bigger. I don't know what, I forget what they are, what size they are. But as you guys can tell, they're a lot brighter than stock. So, look pretty sweet. I still want to put LEDs in there, maybe. We'll see. If it works, I know we sell something like similar to that. And then I'll show you guys what Grandpa's been working on. I think he got it done too. Yep. Grandpa got that done, license plate. So the story on this thing is last Springfield, the big show we're going to this year, that's what this video is about, getting ready for. I bought this. I think it was, what did I pay for this license plate thing? Was it 25 bucks, Grandpa?
Yeah, I don't know, 25 or 35?
Yeah, and I got a pick of two. I got two choices with that price. I bought this one, was one of them. And so Grandpa made a little bracket. I'll show you guys behind here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Grandpa made a little bracket thing, so we didn't ruin this license plate. It's a authentic German plate that one of the Opel guys brought over from Germany. So that's pretty sweet. And then I have another one that I want to put on the red car, I think. It's over here. It's a red, I think it's red and white. Yeah, red and white. So that'll match the red car better. But another authentic German plate. That one's in a little bit better condition. So pretty sweet. So yes, there's that. And then I don't think I did anything else. I think that's about it. But I guess probably next thing I'm gonna do is wash it here pretty soon. Get it ready for the show. That should be good because I want to clean up the engine bay for sure. So that should be a lot prettier. So I guess we'll do that. And then we'll show you guys the end result, I guess. And then I think that's everything I got done. So anyways, we'll show you guys the end result maybe of washing it. I may take it for a drive or something, we'll see. Anyways, we'll see you guys whenever something else happens. Alright guys, we're back. It's a couple days later. Getting some stuff done. So I never showed you guys it, but we washed it, cleaned it pretty well. There's a fuzzy there. But we washed it, got a lot of dirt off. Didn't really do a whole lot. It was a little low on coolant, filled that up. Got a different radiator cap on it, because turns out the old one was broken. But I need to change that radiator cap anyways, because it's too much pressure. I think it's like a 16 on there, I need like a 13. I don't think it really did a whole lot. Oh, I armor-alled the interior a little bit, made it look a little bit fresher. Also changed out the dash lights. I think you guys already saw that though. But anyways, what we're doing today is, so we ordered some lug nuts for it. We finally found some. So these special ones are for the ET slot of the wheels. And they're 12 millimeter by 1.5 thread. So found some on Holly. They were discount. They're like super cheap, like 54 cents a piece. But shipping was like 14 bucks. That was more expensive than lug nuts themselves. So ordered a whole pile. So they should be pretty good. So yes, we're like, well, we might as well take, because the old lug nuts, they were pretty junky. Some of them were really messed up, the threads. This one, yeah, that's a good, oh, that's a new one, yeah. Where'd the old one go? Over there. But yeah, the style's a little bit different, but they're exactly the same. Some of these threads are really screwed up on them. So we decided we'll just replace all of them. Why not? We'll keep the other ones as extras. So, and then we decided to take the rim off because we wanted to polish them. I got Grandpa some Mother's polish, and we're gonna polish them a little better, make them look better, a little better for the Springfield show, which is in a week. Yeah, in a week the Springfield show is. And then I want to clean the backside of these wheels because they're absolutely nasty. And then while we're doing that, I'm like, well, let's check the brakes. I haven't checked the brakes on it since we did the brakes 2 years ago on the back. And we never did replace the brake shoes because they were, as you guys can tell, they're really meaty yet. But you guys just see all the dirt that came out. It's crazy. All the stuff, all the rust in there. I did clean it up, so everything looks a lot better. Did get some sandpaper on those brake shoes, trying to clean them up a little bit, make them work a little better maybe. But everything's looking good in there. Seems like it's working. And then the brake drum looks pretty good as well. I did decide to paint it. Why not do a rebuild like all the other YouTubers do? So do a real quick rebuild of the brakes. Just use some really cheap Rust-Oleum paint. So I think next thing we're gonna do is clean these wheels up. I want to show you guys the before and after on those. I think they'll be pretty sweet. And then I also might drive this car home tonight. It is 11:29. I have to be at work at 4:30. I have to work tonight. So I'm be hanging out here a little bit, working on the Opel. Did have the Prelude. I think I might leave the Prelude here, bring the Opel home with me, and drive it to work so all my work guys want to see it. And then probably keep it overnight at my house. Maybe able to drive to church in the morning so everybody can see it at church. So people want to see it there. And then probably after that, I'll drive it back over here. There's a slight chance of rain tomorrow. And I do have wipers, but they aren't the greatest. So, oh well. So we'll see what we're going to do there. But I do my brother and sister's birthday party, so I have to be back in time for that. So that's the plan, maybe. We'll see if we bring it to work or not. Everybody will probably like to see it. Like, get some good pictures in front of it. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But anyways, I'm gonna get, so these drums are, I might put another coat on there just for the fun of it. I'll get to work doing these, show you guys before and after. I'm not gonna bother with the time lapse. You guys don't need to see that. This video will be long enough already. So I guess we'll get to it, and hopefully these wheels turn out pretty nice. And yeah, we'll see how shiny you can get them. I'll show you guys that. Okay guys, one wheel down. It's been about an hour actually. Whew, tiring. Looks a lot better, as you guys can tell. Camera probably makes it look better than it really is, but looks a lot better. What I ended up doing, I do soapy water. Didn't really work out a brass brush. Didn't really work the greatest. So, oh, how you want to do it? Get something like this, not necessarily Napa. My grandpa got this at the car show, so this stuff worked. You could probably use any kind of wheel cleaner. And any kind of wheel cleaner probably will work, but this stuff you do not want to use on polished wheels. It will wreck them. So it actually got a lot of the gunk off pretty well. Got a lot of the gunk off, but the problem is, this is what was happening when we figured this out. You guys see those marks right there? That's the polish coming off, so that's still taking the polish off. So we're gonna have to repolish it out. Thank goodness we didn't polish this wheel yet. So what I was doing, I was stuffing a big old rag into each of the holes. So that works. I don't know. It'll work decent. Sticking rags in there. But it won't catch all of it, obviously, as you guys can see there. So that was tiring. I might put another coat of paint on that brake drum. Might take the next wheel off and do the same thing to it. It's a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it. It'll protect these wheels, make them last a little longer. We'll see. I kind of would like to put a Weber carburetor on it, or I like to put our special studs, Weber carburetor studs in this thing, so we haven't done that yet. So we will see what we do. My grandparents are mowing right now. My grandpa's like, I'll do that since I don't need his help for anything, so he's gonna go mow. Oh, I didn't show you guys the hot rod yet. And I didn't show you guys the Triumph. So we did end up putting the Harley muffler on. Fit right on there. Basically, I had to make a little adapter, but it worked just fine. Maybe I'll get a sound clip for that. We might take it for a ride today. We'll see. But what's really big progress is this thing right here, the hot rod. I think you guys saw it at the beginning of this video. I think you guys started seeing updates in this thing. So I want to do it. I can make a video for it if you guys would like to. Hopefully you guys like the content on this. We'll see. My grandpa has a random air cleaner sitting on there that I got with a cold air intake kit for the Prelude. So that's sitting on there now just temporarily. My grandpa did order a radiator off eBay. I think it was like 140, 160 bucks, something like that. It's aluminum. So it's 485 horsepower V8, not 60 horse because it's a 60 horse. It is a little big for the car. We don't know what we're going to do yet. If we're going to keep it like that, or I don't know. He's still deciding yet what he wants to do, because the grill shell that he has for American Austin won't fit right. So we might look at grills for like a 30s Ford. Those are probably going to be crazy priced, I would guess. So we'll see, but this is a Chinese one to come with a cap, and these look a little small, so we might have a problem with that. These look a little small compared to these, so we might have a problem with that. Yeah, my grandpa did put tires on. Turns out the tubes must be bad, or he poked them, because now they're both flat. So that's fun, but at least he got tires on. And we did go change the plans with the exhaust. So you guys saw the exhaust was going to be, I think I should use this. It was going to be this straight pipe, and it's going to go straight out here, and we're going to have some side pipes out the back. Well, what he changed is he got a whole bunch of Harley mufflers, like on the Triumph. He got his entire Harley system from a guy at church. we think it's aftermarket. As you guys can see, it's a full Harley system there. So what the idea is, we can unclamp these. And it looks like there's an X pipe right here. Well, I think we're going to cut this X pipe and then weld up each side so we can separate it. Cut this bracket off too. And then we're going to put it on either side. So we're going to flip the side around, and we're going to be running side pipes on either side. And these are mufflated just a little bit. They have like probably a little glass pack in there. But so that should sound absolutely insane. It looks insane because it's chrome. That's going to totally change the look of this thing. So I think my grandpa's trying to figure out how he wants to mock that up exactly. But the really big news what happened, well, actually, okay, before I get to the big news, he did mount up the transmission. Somewhere. I think he's getting that mount, or maybe he didn't yet. Maybe he's getting it mounted up. I don't know. Anyways, he's probably, I think he's still in the process of mounting the transmission. Okay. Anyways, the really big news is the wheels. You guys see the wheels. This is a Opel rear end. I don't know if I really told you guys the idea on this. It's off my parts car. So it's just, you know, the stock gear ratio, 3 to 4.4. So what the idea is, though, he wanted to use this because this would handle the torque of the V8. And what's cool is the leaf springs basically bolted right up, which is pretty neat. He had this is the leaf springs for the Austin chassis, so he drilled some holes. You guys can't see it, but he drilled some holes and put a bolt in there, some spacers to get that to work. So now it's all on there now. So that works pretty good. So we're not going to use the trailing arms in or this original spring shackles, which we were thinking of doing. And then let's see here, what else? And the torque tube's going to stay where it is. And we don't know what we're going about shocks yet. We might just put a shock up to here. So, but so it is working pretty good. It lined up really well. My grandpa is going to make custom wheels for this thing. He's going to cut these up and then make some other wheels so you can put some tires that he has laying around on it. So we're not going to be using the Opel rims per se. We're going to cut them up. But those look pretty good. We're going to make custom. He's going to make custom offset too. So it's going to be pretty sweet. It came along a bunch. So that's about the big update for right now. Oh, and they also ordered a new torque tube set from Opel GT Source for it. So we got new torque tube parts. So those should work too. So yeah, lots of progress. And I guess I'll keep on updating this if you guys like seeing it. And yeah, anyways, let's get back to the Opel.